What's the difference between stand-up and street luge? Street luge, I could have you doing it in a half an hour. Stand-up, I couldn't.
Something you're born with. You just do it. It's something you got to do. Some people like to play tennis, other people like to go fast.
Stand-up takes quite many years experience and practice in skateboarding. It's not easy. Street luge is a lot easier. It's laying down on the skateboard. You got your feet to put on the ground for brakes, which is a lot more control. Where the stand-up, you got to air brake, or I mean, there's not too much control.
This event, it's pretty much an urban assault.
It's not like anything else we're used to seeing. It is a urban street course, and what I mean by that is we have chunks of cement, we have cracks, we have expansion joints, we have manhole covers. Not only are you going to be racing against the competition, you're going to be trying to survive the hill.
Gnarly course. We like it. We like it.
Start off at the top of the hill in a ramp and push down about a 200-yard section that immediately goes into this right-hand turn. There's really not enough room for 4 people to get through that turn, so something's got to give.
And then it goes down and you just look down and it's this steep drop, and then you start flying down there at about 45 miles an hour, maybe 50.
You come down into a bottom section, into a big sweeping left-hand turn.
So you're sort of also the same, sort of sketching out right to the hair. And then if you make it, you're lucky, and if you don't, you're unlucky.
Slide to a stop. It's until you hit something. Try to get to your knees and your hands. I got slider, plastic pucks on my hands and knee pads. So usually you can slide to a stop and try to stay off the leather and keep it looking good.
Whoever has really got the balls to lay it out in that turn is going to win this race today.
Little flashback to the past and skid road to the present. It is all good, my friend.
When I'm at the starting gate, what's going through my mind is I'm just basically thinking, let's kick some ass, let's kick some ass, let's kick some ass. It's kind of like you have to be aggressive, especially at the starting gate, to get your push start going. You want to get in front from the beginning. So it's kind of, in a way, it's an aggressive mind frame in its own sport, because it's racing. That was sick, dude.
Oh, the last race was killer. It was me and one of my best friends, Dane. And I kind of realized in the straightaway, I'm like, well, I'll bomb the bottom. And I caught him a little bit in the first corner, but I knew if he didn't hit the hay, he had it. But it was a great race. The guy's fast. He knows he was lucky. Side-by-side racing, again, experience comes into play. The guys that are out training with other riders and competing a lot are really going to know what to do when being faced with going into a turn at 50 miles an hour side-by-side with another rider. That boils down to experience and how well you can handle that.
It's inherently more dangerous because you don't know what they're going to do. You don't know always what you're going to do, because we're standing on a board that sometimes wants to be underneath you and sometimes wants to take the outside lane and the right side or the inside. It just changes the dynamics. You have to be a quick thinker and solve problems in a fraction of a second, or you could be in the back of somebody's board, you could be in the hay. So to be able to assess your opponent, strategize, find a spot that you feel comfortable in, know who you don't mind going to the outside of.
Where do we begin? All this old bag of bones could think about is hang on to that first turn and use a little bit of athleticism. I have a kick. I had to push by Flint to get out in front. Going into the last corner was just insane. You know, we came screaming in. I had to stick it and take my line and not let all this stuff get to me. I'm overwhelmed, man. This is Red Bull, and this is Skid Road, and this is big.